Hello YouTube, here with another pipe video, and today's video is going to be a little bit of a review, a simple man's thought on delicious tobacco. So today I'm going to give you my review, my thoughts on Dunhill Flake. So I'm smoking it in a Floyd Norwood pipe. It says B grade, I believe, which basically means nothing to me. I don't know exactly how he grades them. Irrelevant. It's a big deep ball, and in it I'm obviously smoking Dunhill Flake. So Dunhill Flake is a straight Virginia blend, sold in tins. Well, I know for sure that they come in 50-gram tins. I don't know if you can get it in any larger tins or any smaller. I've never really investigated it, but I love the tin look. It's very simple, very plain. So this tobacco is not supposed to have any casing on it, as far as I know. It's not supposed to have any additional flavoring, which I don't detect, though I don't have the best ability to detect that sort of thing. And it comes packaged up in little flakes that look like, let's see here. They look like this. Alright. Very earthy look to it, some very dark, and then yellow and red Virginias. What I do when I smoke it is I tried rubbing it out once, didn't like it. So I fold it in half, squish on it a little bit, fold it in half again, rub it in the palm of my hand, just barely to loosen it up, make it a little fluffy. And then I squish it again. And then I put it in my pipe. So it's only about, that big when I put it in the pipe. But it fits in there quite nicely, and it burns really, really well. So, excuse me. Good Lord. So, when I first lit up this tobacco, the thing that stuck out to me the most was the overwhelming smell of cigarettes. That's what it really reminded me of. Coming from smoking cigarettes for a long while, I really smelled cigarettes. And even now when I leave the room and come back in, it smells like somebody's been smoking on a pack of Reds or something in here. But the flavor is different. So that's probably the only negative that I've really found about this tobacco. When I smoke it, out of all of the times that I've smoked it, I've never gotten tongue bite out of it. I obviously have to relight it several times, but that can come from me sitting it down or jabbering on too much and not really smoking. And I like my tobacco burned a little bit hotter, but not so hot as to give me tongue bite, which again I've never had happen. So the initial flavor that I got was hay. It tasted. My wife works. She manages a barn, and I'm around it all the time, and that's what stuck out to me the most. That's what I felt like I was smoking on, with some hay, which is not bad. It has a little bit of sweetness to it, very, very earthy and natural tasting, but it was hay. And about midway through the bowl, I started to I started to taste more of what I would call like a sweet feed, another horse thing. Um, the sweet and nuttiness started to come out in it a little bit, and I would say the middle of the bowl is definitely, in my opinion, the best. The beginning, it's very light. There's not a whole lot of flavor. You get to the middle and it's woken up. The tobacco has woken up, and you can really, those flavors start to really define themselves. And then towards the end of the bowl, it mellows out again. And if you smoke it too fast, obviously, from what I've noticed, you'll get just hot air if you smoke it too quickly at the end. So it's definitely the flavors mellow out a lot towards the very end of the bowl. But in the middle, boy, that's delicious. The full, really hay-like flavors and sweet feed flavors. And I've read several reviews on tobaccoreviews.com that say, you know, they're tasting freshly baked bread or some sweet chocolate. I don't know where the hell they're getting that from. I think that's all their imagination. Because I don't detect any of that. It's very raw. It's very earthy. It tastes very similar to how it smells. You get a subtle sweetness, a very hay-like flavor, and very much like sweet feed. Now the tins ran me about $10. Well, I can't really say for sure because smokingpipes.com was having a promotion when I ordered it, and I got a discount on it. But I think they run about $10 here. I can pull it up real quick and give it to you guys for sure. As far as what size bowl I believe it smokes best in, I would 1088 on smokingpipes.com. So that's not a bad price for a 50 gram tin of Dunhill. They're a bit pricier anyway, I think. So if you have an opportunity, I would definitely recommend this. Now, as far as rating it as a Virginia, how it would rate for me. Well, I would definitely give the tin an 8 because it looks awesome. So that's just the tin look. Very simple. It's not so classic as this nice, you know, Whitehall mixture. Because all of that looks painted on, and this is just a sticker. Had it been painted though, that would be pretty amazing. Now, Dunhill's tobaccos, I believe, are made by the Scandinavian Tobacco Group now, which I assume that, you know, all these tobacco companies are buying up the recipes and Orlix, and maybe Orlix is bought by, I don't know, but Dunhill is manufactured by the Scandinavian Tobacco Group. So I've tried quite a few Virginias, and this, I have to say, is one. I wouldn't say it's a strong tobacco. It certainly is not. It certainly is not going to overwhelm you with flavor. But I would also say it's not too subtle. So it's not. It's medium. Flavor is very medium. It's right in the middle. It's something that I enjoy sitting in the mornings and smoking. Not so much in the afternoon because I'm looking for something a little more exciting after ingested all this coffee and everything else that I eat throughout the day. I want something that's going to excite my palate a little bit more. And this just doesn't quite do it. But first thing in the morning, you know, at 10, 11 o'clock, it's fantastic. Now, I would rate this on my top 10, the Virginia tobaccos, is probably number, well, straight Virginias, just straight Virginias, I would rate it as probably number 2. And that is solely based on the fact that the room note is not all that pleasant to me, and it reminds me too much of cigarettes. And I don't expect anything less out of a Virginia tobacco, because I believe they use Virginia in cigarettes, though some strange mutated version of it. But it's still, it's supposed to be Virginia tobacco. But it really does smell like that to me when I leave the room. And I don't know how it smells on me after I smoke it, but I know it's one of my wife's least favorites to walk in and smell, which that plays a huge factor in my rating system. So I'm gonna go ahead and say it's number 2. It will always be one of my go-to Virginia blends because it's wonderful, nice medium flavoring. It's not too overpowering, and it's great for in the morning. But again, that's just me. No, I told you guys I wouldn't do the review until I've smoked it all down, and I lied because I wanted to be able to show you guys what it looked like. This is my jar of it now. I have 3 more tins of it inside my smoke where I keep all my stuff, but I didn't want to crack a new one open to show you the inside and how it came packaged. So I wanted to save a few, show you guys that. When you rub it out, it's fine. It's much harder to pack, I believe, than if you were just to fold it, but you can do whatever you like with it. Once you buy it, it's yours. So they sell this tobacco anywhere. SmokingPipes.com, 4 Noggins, B&B Tobacco, Pipes and Cigars. TheBriary.com, you can get it there. But if you're just trying to get it to sample it, you just want to buy 150 gram tin, I would recommend, please, please, please go to your local B&M and get it from there. Support them a little bit. If you're buying in bulk, I can understand it's much cheaper to get it offline. But if you're just trying it out, go to your local brick and mortar. Talk to those guys. They probably have a better palate than I do. They're able to detect some of the subtle flavors in there that I'm not able to. And I would say go to Tobacco Reviews and see what they're saying, but some of these guys, seriously, I don't know where in the world they get these flavors from, because I've never tasted anything. A dark and brooding tobacco. How in the world can tobacco be dark and brooding? It doesn't even make sense to me. It doesn't taste dark or brooding. So just be careful on the TobaccoReviews.com. Some of their stuff is a little bit strange, but definitely a tobacco I'd recommend to try. It's fantastic, and I think you'll enjoy it. I think it's an excellent flick. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.